Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nidd. So we are at our gravity flinger station on little Betsy here, and it still works. Oh, I might not have lined myself up properly. Now, oop, yeah, I was a little bit out of the range there, so I gotta turn my jetpack off. There we go. But yeah, so it still works. It flings me in. I reset that dealy, and then we go over here. This still works. Flings me over to where we were last time, right? If I wait here a little bit, it'll pull me back. So this all still works great, even after the latest update, which is always a worry. But looks like everything is still functioning this time. I did change it to use the 0.1 instead of 0.2 for throwing. Now I had a comment from I think it was a Mirlap saying, yeah, this is an amazing system. It's either you have to set it so high that when it flings you, you die on impact, or you have to set it so low that you actually could get there faster just by flying. So yes, I definitely need to do some enhancements to this, which leads me to my next comment, which is I believe it was Elemental Blaze 79 and a VRTX Raptor that both suggested using like extra gravity generators and sensors, right? So if I was being flung out here, when I get within a certain range, if I put in another gravity generator over here to basically catch you and slow you down. So once you get to within a certain range, it would see you, slow you down, and then land you nicely here. So between the generators I have and a new one, work out the craziness of making that all work properly. That sounds like a great idea, and I'm definitely going to do that so that we can maybe even set ourselves to like fling really quickly out of one side and then into the other. So like this would be a really fast system that would then catch you, slow you down, so you don't actually take any damage around the way. And then there's always the possibility that we could use sensors and things to detect if it's not me, and then maybe just not, you know, turn on the slow down ones. But we'll see. But yeah, so that's something that I'm going to want to do to get this to work properly without being super slow and without killing you. But today what we want to do is we're just going to take the concept that I already have, and we're going to finish it off so that we can actually get over to this asteroid. And we can then enhance it at a later date. So I've already got the welder bit over here with a bunch of stuff loaded into them. And the first thing we need to do is go inside of this asteroid. So now I've just welded up these blocks and added a base level block here. Oh, don't think I finished this guy. There we go. So that now we have a little spot underneath. This is where all of the stuff is going to go to hide it away, right? So that up here will be the main area of the asteroid that we go to, and then down here will be all of the, I don't know, the maintenance bay for all of the junk. So just like last time, let's throw in all the stuff we need down here to make this work. So to do that, and we got lots of spam, sorry. To do that, what we need down here is obviously we're going to need some power first and foremost. So if we say throw a power guy there, and we're going to need, so right underneath this is where I think the gravity generators need to go. So we're going to put a gravity generator, one there and one facing up like that, right? So we got our two gravity generators here, and then we also, on this one, this is like a station like Betsy, so we're actually going to need a third one here as well. So we've got the gravity for the station, right, which I think is this one, so the gravity for this asteroid itself. Then we've got the canceller for the station, and then we've got the flinger, right? So we've got the three gravity generators. We need to put down a computer block for the program, right? And then we also need a couple of timers to make all of this stuff go. So let's throw the timers down, and I'm organizing them just a little bit so that I think that's right. Okay, so we'll put them here. All right, so we've got two timers, the gravities, we've got power, So we just need to weld all this up, and then we can configure it like we did before. And then this should be what we need on this side to catch, right? So that would come down here. So this should be able to be disconnected from here. And we're gonna fly out this hole, and we'll just leave that piece like that there to test it, right? Like we did last time. So we stand there, we should land here, and then if we wait, you know, it'll bring us back in. So let me weld all this jazz up and get it configured, and we'll test her out. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are back at the asteroid. So now you can see that, so this is the gravity for the station. So it's kind of set up sort of to encompass the asteroid a little bit currently. So, and now let's go on in, and I can show you the work that has been done in here. Oh look, there's the antenna poking out the top. Ah, that's funny. So now this antenna won't stay here forever. Right now I'm currently using the antenna. That's funny, it's just right through the top of the asteroid. I'm currently using the antenna so that I can obviously see the gravity fields, and I'm also using it as the debug block, right? So if I turn this on, you'll see it's got all of my debugger information in it, so I can just see it. I think I did the same thing on the other one over there. Yeah, you can see it over there. But yeah, so here we go. We've got our control panel, our little platform, right? So if I walk up onto this, right now we're in normal gravity mode, and if I hit the button, you'll see that the gravity flips. We turn around, and you can see the gravity fields around me here as well that are now shooting out down towards that guy down there. And if we wait, it brings us back down, so resets our gravity, and boom, now we're back to normal gravity in here. And we can do whatever we want to do down here. The underbelly, as I was showing you before, is, so we've got our power here. We've got our, so that's the flinger. That's the one that actually flings us away. This is the canceller. I think I had those backwards when I explained it before. But yes, like those I put right on top of each other like this, because I want them to have exactly the same, I fell off again. Oh, I'm stuck. Want them to have the same, you know, width and depth or whatever, right? So that they can, I don't have to do anything screwy. And then this is the asteroid generator, right? So this does the one for the entire asteroid. And then we've got our computer block here with our wonderful program. All that stuff that I showed you before. Yeah, so we've got, and that's what I was talking about before. This is just how I've named it for the debugging purposes. We got our our 3 different gravity generators, all nicely named, our program, and then we've got our 2 timer and station blocks, right? The station block, same setup as before, where we have the turning off the flinger and the canceller and turning back on the asteroid station gravity. And then the same here with the 10-second delay, and basically just running the program in circles. All right, so that is, we've seen all that before. Now the problem that comes in at this point that we need to solve is, if let's go into here and let's just turn the flinger's gravity on as well, just for the moment, so you can see the range. Now I don't have it fully maxed out, but you'll see that this one comes out to just to here. And then this guy over here, let's just fly over to him really quick. And let's turn on a gravity generator. I think it's probably, oh no, that's the, yeah, to Betsy. So I want the flinger to the asteroid. Let's turn you on. Now you can see here again, like we've only got it at 70, but that's halfway. Oh, do I have the, oh, I don't have the, so the flinger to the asteroid is on. This is on. Now we should see, here we go. So you can see this comes out to about here. Now even if we doubled that, it would come out a little bit more. And same with this one down here, right? If we doubled it all the way up to its full max capacity, it'll only come out a little bit. Like, there's no way that those 2 gravity fields are going to connect, right? It's just too far from each other. So what we basically need to do is in the center, somewhere in between these two guys, we're gonna build basically a repeater, a flinging repeater that will catch us as we're coming through this way, and then refling us. So basically, just a little station in between here that has a single gravity generator on it that will connect those two gravity fields together, right about halfway. So yeah, and the reason we need to do this, right, is because if I'm in a gravity field, and I think I mentioned this before, like, so if I'm in a gravity field and I'm being tossed out this way, so right now I should be being tossed out. Oh, I'm being pulled in. But if I'm flying along like this, and I turn off my jetpack and I'm flying, it'll automatically, like, I didn't do it properly there. Let's see if I can just do it over here. Or is this in retrieve mode as well now? It is. Of course it is. But you guys know the problem, right? Like, if I'm in a gravity field and I come down to here, I can just walk out of this field, right? If I walk out, boom, my jetpack comes on, right? So I stop. Inertial dampers come on, jetpack comes on. That's a feature. But I don't like that feature for this function. So I need to basically keep a gravity field that connects the two completely all the way along the line here. So I'm going to break away here, and I'm just going to set up a little way station in the middle here with a lot of the same components that we've done before. It'll be slightly different. So let me just set that up, and I just have to find the right spot in between here. I'll set that up, and then I'll be right back, and we'll walk you through it, and then we'll try the whole thing out. Like, we'll go from all the way there, all the way to here, and then all the way back, and see if it all works. Okay, so here we are back at the repeater station. So you can see I've built something very straightforward and simple. It's literally just a tiny little piece here. We've got our timer block and our program block and our power with again an antenna on here. This is just for convenience sake right now, so we can see all the fields. And then we have the one gravity guy in here, and we also have a sensor block there. Now the way this works is if I say come in here, and let's turn my jetpack off. So I'm now standing here. So I went the wrong way. Let's go over to this guy. So I fall. Okay, I fall onto here. Let's bring up the gravity. And there we go. Now I'm flipping back over to here, right? So when the sensor gets triggered, it will just constantly reverse this thing. So I'm still standing here. I think it's every 10 seconds. Yep. And then we're going back, right? So it'll just keep doing that back and forth. I can show you if we go into this guy, and let's just turn on. Oh, it is on. Okay, let's go to info. Let's turn on the sensor field range as well. There you go. So you can see it's just sensing right in this middle block here, right? So as soon as you fly through here, it's going to sense it, and it's going to then count down 10 seconds and flip it around the other way. So if you're coming from this direction, it'll send you through, it'll sense you, you'll keep going, and by the time you get to the other side, it'll now be going the other way, right? So that you can come back here. So here, you'll see I've got the gravity fields. That's the flinger one that touches right here with the start of the redirector one here, and it goes all the way down to the other side with the same deal. Now we can probably should be able to now get rid of all of this. So the path is set. If we get rid of all of these guys, all right, so there we go. And see, this guy nicely ends up here with that one, and just like we did on the other side. So now you can see the full breadth of how this thing will work, except for I don't have that one turned on, but basically that guy sends you up to here, and then this guy will send you over to there. You land in there. When you want to go back, you just fling it back to that one, and then down to this one. So this is all very manual at the moment, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to kill me no matter what I do right now. So I tested this entire thing out in a creative server, which the downside to that, of course, is you don't die. And I don't know off the top of my head what the speeds are that send you to death, right? So if let's just go in here for a minute, and if I go, which way am I going to be flinging? Okay, so I'm currently going that way. Good. So I'm heading towards that facility. So if I... Where is this one sending me right now? This is very dependent at the moment too on one person basically. So, okay, so I'm up here. So this one would be pulling me down. So let's just reset that. And then let's just go back down to the base. Now this is probably going to hurt me too much. Whoa! Yeah, so that even at 0.1, it drops me 30% or 25, about 30, I don't know. Drops me a bunch of percentages. So let's just run back over here for the moment and heal back up and energy up, I guess, while we're here. I wish there was a way to get rid of the antenna spam on your screen without getting rid of your HUD. That would be nice. Okay, so let's test this thing out. Now, I don't think, I do actually, yeah, I got 55 of these on me now because I just picked up some stuff. Now, I imagine I'm going to die. So let's just go, wee, over here. Hey, also, is this new? I don't know, but, so if I go, let's say I've got something in my hand like this, right? Oh, weird. I used to not, when I was holding something, I couldn't actually interact with the thing. And now I can. I don't know, maybe it was I had to relog. It's actually been a full day since I was on here setting up the last of that stuff. But here, let's just put this stuff away. This stuff takes way longer than I expected, but this has been a big project. I'm really excited that it's mostly done, or the basics of it is now done. We need to stop it from killing us. So if I bet you now, so we are at full health. Let's head on up to this guy. Whoa! Whoa! And yeah, so it dropped me down to about 65%, I think, from going to that at 0.1. Now, so we're now here. Now this, if I stand right in the center here, I should get shot off, fling myself through into this next guy. It is 0.1 the whole way, but because our speed is increasing the entire time, it's working perfectly. It hits that. Now we're gonna hit to the other side and we're gonna die. Boom. Yeah. So let's go. Oh, darn it. I just went to the wrong place. Woo! Blah, blah, blah. Let's use the teleportation system. So let's head back up here. So now we should be on that side over here. Is our dead body getting flung back and forth, I wonder? Where did it go? I wonder if it went through and re-triggered that. Well, anyhow, so if we were down here... Oh no, it got reversed and pulled back down. So let's say we were down here. See you later, dude. We're down here. Now we want to go back. This should fling us back through here. Oh, was I too far to one side? Is this gonna... You really do have to be centered nicely, so then it sends you through. Yeah, see, now this is actually sending us the other way. And we'll get over here and we'll die. So right now this is the perfect trap, but maybe not the greatest way to transport yourself around. Yeah, so then now supposedly we should be in here with another dead dude, right? Yep. So now we would be in here and we'd hit this button and then we would walk over here and we would hit this button and we would head home. And it works perfectly, no problems at all. Everything is wonderful, just peachy. And boom. See, we survived, no problems. Everything is perfect. Yeah, so I definitely gonna have to use the suggestions that was given to me to have a slowdown mechanism on each side as well, so that we don't die. Which also means that I should be able to actually throw us a lot faster out and then slow us down with the right range. That'll take some doing to figure it out. But anyhow, so the last thing I want to mention though, actually, is before we head off, because we're all finished for this episode here, is I did get a couple of suggestions from Redstone 1 about the aesthetics of this. Now, he thought that this thing should be a UFO. It reminded him of a UFO, just the way it was kind of like sitting here above my base, and with the, especially when those things are on. I don't know if that's what he meant, but he called it a UFO. So I think that would be pretty cool if, now that once I get the second or the extra gravity generators on this to slow you down and get all that sorted out, I think I'm going to decorate this guy like a UFO. Could do the same thing with that one down there. If you guys have some ideas about what these should look like, let me know. So, but that one definitely, Redstone Ron claimed it already. It's going to be a UFO. I need to figure out if you have some design ideas about what kind of UFO, like a saucer or something else. Let me know. And this guy here, if you have any ideas what this guy should look like, let me know. And the last thing Redstone 1 also said was, wouldn't it be cool if you actually could use this as like a one-way transportation system to all of the asteroids? Now, he actually was ahead of me on this one. I've already thought through the idea of basically getting, so you jump out of here, it flings you to this one, and then say have this one fling us to say that one, and then this one over here fling us to the next one. That's not one of ours. Like over here to the shark guy, and then maybe down to this, or not that, that's just this platform. But anyway, we got 5 of them, right? We got Rocky over there, and we've got the Pooper and Bullweed Coastal. Basically, to this guy here, so maybe him to him, to like him to him to him to him, and then, or him, and then, or whatever ones are mine. Yeah, that one, and then back to the base, right? So it'd be all one way. So which means that this actually could be simpler. The first one I wanted to get it working back and forth because I don't know how long it'll take me to get all the rest of that going. But once we figure out the slowdown technology, I'll decorate these guys up, and then we'll figure out how to get to all of the other ones as well. If we need a lot of these redirectors and a lot of these repeaters, or if we can have more of a straight shot to some of them, because I think maybe from here to here, that's pretty much a straight shot, and maybe from there to there. I don't know. It depends on the grids, right? Just like this one here. This looks like you should be able to go from there to there, but you can't. We needed to do a right angle. So I'm gonna map it all out and then see what the easiest way to get to all of these asteroids are, and then we'll have a ride that you can jump on and you can fly to all the different asteroids, and then we'll do something in each asteroid. So this one here, there's already a plan for that. If you guys remember what the name was, you'll have a clue of maybe what I'm going to do there, and then we'll do something in each of the other asteroids as well. But anyhow, that will be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.